so many people that worked on this movie, and obviously not everyone gets to come to the festival, but some of them are here. So if I call out your name and you want to stand, by any means, please stand. And if you don't want to stand, just sit down. But the rest of you are forced to clap. Okay, great. Okay, the music was incredible. Rob, our composer, is here. Jakob, stand up, I was, you know, it's so easy to do what I do when you have the support of really, really beautiful, talented producers. So Em, Ali, Dave, Neha, if you can, or wave. Completely fine. And we have more cast. We have, you saw them earlier. We have Larry Owens who played Craigslist. Who else is here?
Why don't we get our special friends out?
Yeah, okay.
Also clap.
Yeah, okay. So please, if I could have RZA.
We have mics here right in the aisle, so jump in line if you've got a question. I'm going to start out by asking, has anyone here ever used Filemaker Pro? Because South by Southwest uses Filemaker Pro, so I have to start with that or everyone will be very mad at South by. We use it all day, every day.
I have tried and failed. Yeah.
How did you know it existed? How did it become such a character in the story?
Because it was a big part of my life, and I never figured it out.
We got some people who can give you tutorials sometime. Get this database synced up. We'll go ahead and do some audience questions. Right here, Daphne.
My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for being here. I actually work for the festival and we're very happy to have all of you here. I have so many questions, but I think I'm just going to settle with, did you always know you wanted it to end that way? The end of the film?
The end came very late in the writing process. Yeah, the end was, I didn't, in fact, when we first started talking about it, I don't think that was the ending. It came pretty late, and it felt right. And then when we were location scouting, we saw that beautiful door that reminded me of how the movie began, and it's like, oh yeah, great, there's a door. So I just used the door. Yeah, thank you.
First off, thank you so much for the Bank of America bit. That was an all-timer. So thank you for that. You have so many complex ideas about our reality and so many funny commentary baked into this. I'm curious, do you have all those ideas stored away in your own mental file cabinet, or do you, and you find the right project no matter how big or small it is and you put that in there, or do you write in a more linear fashion?
I think that I do understand the question. I think that like sometimes I have an idea or a sentiment that I want to put in something, and And there's a wealth of deleted scenes with more ideas for this movie. And I think that the ones that stayed are the ones that feel very much in service of that journey. So I don't know. I do always feel like I'm carrying around just like little musings, and sometimes I find a place to put them, and if that place doesn't take them, I'll just put them back in my pocket, and then I'll put them somewhere else next time. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and first off, I want to congratulate you for premiering your first feature. This was fantastic and a wonderful delight. Thank you so much for bringing it.
Thank you.
I want to ask Tilda a question because I'm a huge fan, and I love all of your work. You've worked with some of my favorite directors, Wes Anderson, Bong Joon-ho. I can go on, but I actually
Julio
wanted
Torres.
That's right, thank you. Yeah, actually, that was my question. What drew you into Julio Torres' first feature?
Julio Torres.
Thank you very much.
My name is Moises, and one of the things that I think all of us loved about the movie as a whole are so many things took us by surprise, so many unexpected little twists and turns all the way through. You only get one premiere screening. Were there any things that were unexpected for you in terms of crowd reaction that you heard, things that we reacted to, that any of you took some particular delight in hearing us embrace and love with this wonderful thing that you put together?
I open it to the panel, and I'm gonna sit here. Preguntan si hubo algún momento en la película que te sorprendió que hubo una reacción grande. Pues le preguntaron a todos, pero no así. Or you.
I'll say one thing. I think it's a joy at a premiere when you hear the audience laugh and respond to the lines that that was written on the page. And I gotta say, this crowd is a fucking rock and roll crowd.
Sí, yo no hablo inglés, entonces no entendí nada de la película.
She doesn't speak English, so she didn't understand anything that was happening in the movie.
Which, por cierto, esa va a ser la reacción de mi madre.
No, sí, sí.
Sí, tampoco sabe inglés.
No, nada, pero...
Había algo que cuando lo viste y escuchaste de nosotros reaccionando.
Sí, me pregunté si normalmente el público norteamericano reaccionaba así, siempre. Y me acordé del público cubano, que sí reacciona así.
Cubano.
¿Ves? Entonces me queda la duda si es una película extraordinariamente cómica. I don't know.
It was fucking great.
Hi, my name is Matt, and first of all, I just want to say thank you so much. It was an incredible movie. The production was really phenomenal. The acting and the story was fucking hilarious. I host a movie podcast and over 140 episodes in the last 3 years. At the end of every episode, we ask our guest, who would Tilda Swinton play in this movie? If we had to recast one role in any movie, whether it was The Big Lebowski or Aquaman or whatever we're doing on week by week. So my question to you, Tilda, is how do you go about choosing your roles? Because you've played so many different kinds of roles. And also, how has that changed over the course of your career, your approach?
Well, I just wait for other people to have these crazy ideas. And when they're Julio Torres, I really sit up and take notice. I don't know, I'm just, following the trail of breadcrumbs, and every movie I make, I mean to be my final movie, and then I get on with my life, and I wait for something like this to happen, and completely take me by surprise. So I don't know, I'm as clueless, more clueless than anybody, even the respondents to your podcast.
How y'all doing? First of all, Julio, thank you for giving love to my city, New York. I always love seeing films set there. So my question is for anybody on stage who has an answer, but in an industry that tends to be focused on conformity, how do you all manage to remain your authentic selves in this industry and write the things that are in your head and put that onto paper or portray a performance in the way that you feel is the most connected to who you are as a person?
I don't know that many people on this stage think of themselves as part of any industry. I think that's a start, right? That helps.
Thank you.
La pregunta que cómo sigues siendo tú misma en una industria tan conformista. Pues no sé, si quieres, yo te estoy traduciendo porque no quiero que... Te doy la oportunidad, pero puedes decir no, paso.
No, paso.
Ah, ok, va. Ok.
Hola, buenas noches. Hola, Julio.
Hola.
Muchas gracias por lo que nos acaban de presentar. Más que una pregunta, es un comentario y es lo que hicieron fue brutal. Fue el darnos una película que nos habla las experiencias de muchas personas aquí, desde una comedia, pero una comedia bien brillante, de lo que es tener un consulado, de lo que es tener un reloj de arena encima y ponerlo en este idioma para que mucha gente de este país lo comprenda. Entonces, gracias por la experiencia.
Gracias por hacer la pregunta en español.
I'm a huge fan of all of your works, the Spookies and now this, and I was wondering if Bingham was there's one scene in the movie where her phone, the flashlight isn't on, and I was just wondering if Bingham actually turned off the flashlight on her phone for her, or if that was just, she figured it out on her own, maybe. And also, I was wondering, including Claudette, what shape do you think each of you feel like tonight after having seen the movie?
Okay, so the first, two questions, nothing two. That's, I love it. Did Bingham turn off her flashlight? I don't think he would. We have, if I could get a yes or no from Bingham himself.
Probably not.
Yeah. Let's go shape by shape, but I'll translate first. Si tú fueras... ¿Qué forma geométrica te sientes el día de hoy?
Un círculo.
A circle. She feels like a circle.
I'm gonna do the infinity sign.
Pure color, no shape.
Color sin forma. I mean, I'm very subtly manifesting pyramid today. You didn't get to answer, and that was for you too.
I also would have said circle, but I don't
No,
know.
there could be more than one circle. Could be more than one circle.
How about arrow? I feel like an arrow shape. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Hi, my name is Alina. Felicidades por su fantástico obra prima. Sorry, my Spanish is Californian. But I I also traveled to another country, not this one, I'm from here, to pursue a very specific dream, which was to become a theme park designer. So if you're hiring, I'm here. But I was wondering, did you have a super specific dream that maybe most people didn't understand? And do you feel like you've achieved it, or do you feel like you're on the way? And when did you? Okay, that's too many questions. Sorry. Answer one.
I'm still struck by theme park designer. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm in locations, so it's at least relate. I feel like I'm learning about locations. When you said that at your speech,
Yeah.
you said I was the one that was like, locations!
You love
I
locations too, yeah.
I love it.
A good location, and you know what a theme park needs? A good location.
Exactly. It's all about,
Gotta put those rides somewhere.
and also like, yeah. But also, theme parks are basically like a permanent play that you can walk into. But also interior design, but also acting, and everything. So you can just do it.
I'm fascinated, but wait, what was the question?
Did you have a specific weird dream that people didn't get? And people were like, I've never heard anyone say that before. And have you achieved it?
You know, I like you got a similar question earlier, and I think that it's getting to do things that I love. It's with people that I really respect and admire, and with old friends and new friends. That feels like that's the thing. So yeah, I think yeah.
I have a new dream though. I have a new dream. The Julio Torres theme park. Will you design it?
What's your question? It's your turn, but you won't look at me. One of you should look at me. Yes, you go.
I actually wasn't sure that previous question was finished being answered. But okay.
You're all good.
Okay.
You're absolved.
Awesome. Okay, so my question is, there was that moment where we were all having the fear of, this lady basically is about to off herself and he's about to lose his pizza, but this total gotten machine happened that I feel like represents potentially kind of a social phenomenon where there's a passing of the baton where basically the Karen persona, this sort of all-powerful white woman that gets passed to this person with dreams who may be ousted, and it became pretty much like Kakagan's, like it was like a little surreal where he basically he became, like the spirit of Karen basically manifested in him. And he was able to speak to like big mega corporation, mega lawyers, like this one person, and demand basically in a world where more things, I guess, less satirical, kind of the fair things that you should have deserved. And I guess I'm wondering what. Okay, so that, I guess maybe a little bit too wordy. I'm kind of still processing this, but I see this as like kind of a very intriguing sort of, a shift in perhaps like a new sort of social sort of phenomenon where perhaps like, mainly I just saw this shift in like the passing the baton of Karen, all-powerful white woman to this minority who basically, in the beginning, he was basically okay being an indentured servant to get his visa, but it turned out that he got everything he wanted and lived a very long life. And I wonder if he basically had to keep maintaining, kind of that Karen attitude of, okay, either my way or my way through his whole life.
Did he continue?
Yeah, I think that I have thought about this a lot, and I think that sort of besides the point, because now the movie's out in the world, and like people can fill in the blanks in whatever way they want to fill. But I like to think that hopefully he took the the assertiveness, and learned how to use it for better purposes. I don't think that he went on to like yell at waiters. I really don't think that. But again, it's sort of like, you know, there's a parenthesis there that the audience gets to fill in, because that's not in the movie, right? Yeah, does that answer your question? I'm sorry.
I guess the question is, does one need to be a Karen to have, I guess, certain powers? It seems like he lived a long life and got his way, etc.
I would suggest, by the way, that Elizabeth is not a Karen.
Of course.
No, but she isn't, because a Karen is an insider, and Elizabeth is an outsider, and that's the difference. And that's this love story. These are two outsiders who, by the way, are both immigrants, incidentally. So she, at some point, had to go through the ropes in the same way. Well, not exactly the same way, but did. So I think that's one change that I would make to your...
But I think also that the sort of the monstrosity that you're alluding to, that is very much in her. I do think that, no, I don't think that you have to do that in order to get things done or have the life that you want. I don't think that you need to be, I don't know. I can only speak from a place of experience, because it's like, I don't want the movie to be a manifesto for human behavior, right? Or like for you to walk away with a moral, or like, oh, this movie says that I should do things this way. It's more like, in my experience, in my lived experience, which informed a lot of this movie, I, back then and now, still need a little, I feel like I feel like I live my life like a little rabbit, and then I have to like remember, like, oh right, just in case I do have little claws.
Hello, hi, I'm Chris. I live in Brooklyn with my girlfriend who's Argentinian, and who just went through a very torturous process of leaving a well-off job for, you know, a dream of hers, and she was going through that visa process, got denied, and was almost had to leave the country. And so watching this movie was like very close to home. And so my question to you is, you know, what exactly was that inspiration? And also you captured it very well, by the way. Yeah, just wanted to learn a little bit more about that backstory.
I have a very similar experience as the one that was portrayed here, so I guess that was the seed. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had a more interesting answer.
It's a personal story.
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Question.
The costume design and the production design of the film were really stunning. If you had ideas for how the film would look and feel as you were imagining the story?
I felt that the wardrobe of the production design was very, our wardrobe designer Kathleen George and production designer Katie Byron, they both really agreed in this idea of portraying people as they are and portraying spaces as they are. And like we have very like theatrical liberties, right? We go to the cave and all these things, but it's like everything. Like I remember our conversation with your bleached hair, and have it feel like, yeah, we want to see the roots, right? We want everyone to feel like real people, and I love like seeing garbage and cords. And just a human mess, and yeah, and I'm very happy that it's a messy movie.
And for the New Yorkers, you shot in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right in Brooklyn, right?
We did.
We did the projects.
Yeah.
One shout out, 2 quick questions. Craigslist. So I don't know. If you guys, yourself included, one word, what would be the biggest theme of the movie for you? And then where did you get your hat? And then that's it.
Okay. En una pregunta, ¿cuál crees que fue la temática de la película? Vamos a, okay, you go first.
This
You have to
Q&A
answer.
really isn't about me.
Well, people do ask me questions.
This is the theme of the movie. I never stopped laughing. I watched it into the movie from the back, and just at the end when he's just going back after listening to the message, I'm like, I fucking love you. I love you.
I would say hopefully, this is a young man trying to navigate, a crazy city, a crazy world, right? And confidence is the word I would give. You gotta have confidence.
Creatividad.
Creativity. Problems. I think it's a movie about problems, which is and loving problems and thriving from problems.
Yeah, I would say chaos. Making friends with chaos, that's more than one word, but that's a good thing. Make friends with chaos because it's here.
Yeah.
With that, we're actually going to wrap it up. We love you so much. We're so grateful for all of your time. Julia is my boss.
Muy rápidamente, soy salvadoreño. Estoy muy emocionado de haber visto esto, sobre todo en la manera en que mostraron al país por su lenguaje, por su paisaje y por la propuesta. Gracias.